The reason why I bought the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G smartphone is simple. I needed a new phone from a respectable brand with good quality at the right price. In the time when new smartphones are going well over 1000 US dollars, I think this satisfied my needs perfectly for only 450 US dollars, which is less than half of the price. The one in this video has 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage space, which is expandable up to additional 1 TB if you use a micro SD card. I think it's wonderful. Hello, my name is Honggwan. I'm from Seoul, Korea. I had this phone for about a month now, and we are going to spend time talking about this product. I'm going to start with the negatives first and then move on to the positives. I would say the weakest point of this smartphone is the camera. It's not bad by any means, but it's certainly not at the same level as the flagship smartphones like the Samsung Galaxy S series or the iPhone 13 series. I would say it's average. If you want to check out the photos I took with the A52s, you can go to my Instagram account where I uploaded the photos and maybe you can follow me as well. All the photos I uploaded since February 11th, 2022, starting with the Maserati Gran Turismo sports car photo, were taken with my A52s. I think they look pretty good in my opinion. I mean, they are, I would say, non-distinguishable in comparison to the pre-February 11th photos, which were taken with the Apple iPhone XS and the A52s. They were mixed together. The problem occurred in two situations though. The first situation I encountered was when taking photos of the moon at night. Since there is no telephoto function on the A52s, it only uses the digital zoom, which reduces the photo quality. Taking photos at night itself was good, it's just that the quality of the photo decreased noticeably when taking a photo of an object that was far away. The other situation was when taking photos when it was kind of dim. Not completely dark, but kind of underlit, I would say. Take a look at these photos of an automatic foreign currency exchange machine I found in Seoul, Korea. The first photo looks good. The second photo is not as good as the first photo in my opinion. It's darker, even though both photos were taken in the same environment. I just stepped forward a little bit and then all of a sudden it became darker. When it was actually dark, like dark, then the phone automatically adjusted the lighting to make it brighter. It's just that it took about a second more for processing when taking photos. The first photo actually represents how dark the bathroom was. The second photo was taken in the same environment, but the phone automatically adjusted the lighting. In reality, it was pitch dark. The A52s made it look brighter than it actually was. For shooting videos, I haven't had many complaints. I have been shooting 1080p HD videos with it, and I haven't experienced any major issues. The last two videos I uploaded on my YouTube channel were taken with the A52s, so you can check them out if you want to. I plan to continue shooting videos with the A52s and upload them on my YouTube channel. So if you are enjoying this video, maybe you can press that like button and the subscribe button down below so that you know how the videos look like with the A52s. For shooting 4K videos, it's good, but the image stabilization could be better. You be the judge. The super steady function, which stabilizes the video from vibrations, works in the 1080p HD mode, but it does not work in the 4K mode. In my experience, the super steady function was never necessary, but it is there if you need it. Besides the camera, another potential downside was the weight. Although a lot of smartphones nowadays are kind of moving on to the heavier side, I felt that the A52s's weight of 189 grams felt like it got some weight to it, especially with the protective silicone case that was included in the box, which I thought it's awesome. But I mean, it's 450 US dollars. It's less than half of the cost of flagship smartphones. So for me, this was understandable. I'm guessing they had to cut costs somewhere by using cheaper components and not including wireless charging capability, but you may want to check the weight factor out yourself in person. Lastly, the vibration motor inside of it was, well, it felt cheap. Because the vibration motor felt cheap, I turned the vibration feature off when typing on the keyboard, which I usually keep it on. The motor itself is definitely strong, it just doesn't feel crisp and precise. It goes something like this. Rather than this. It has been helpful in the morning getting up though because of its strong and deep vibration, if you know what I mean. Strong and deep. Excuse me. Also, another thing, it uses the USB 2.0 rather than 3.0 for transferring files. So it's on the slower side when transferring large files like long videos, but it's not terribly slow. Okay, one final thing before switching gears to the positives. I noticed that the optimization on certain apps is lacking. For example, on the Instagram application, the app would sometimes scroll itself up against my intention. It's not helping in terms of user experience. Speaking of user experience, another thing I noticed is that the screen does not automatically turn it on when I lift it. The iPhone XS, in comparison, does. It's not a major issue, but it's something I noticed. Now, switching gears here, what I liked about the most about the A52s was that, well, it was a combination of factors that allowed me to save time. Let me explain. The first thing I liked about it was the fact that it has a 3.5mm headphone jack, which significantly helped me to save time by not having to spend time charging Bluetooth earphones. If I want to listen to something while working out, I just plug in my earphones. That's it. I don't have to get frustrated by running out of battery in the middle of a Zoom call or having to spend time charging the earphones when I'm ready to relax and watch a show. It's simple and it works. The second thing I liked about it was the fact that it has an expandable micro SD card slot. I don't need to spend time managing storage space by deleting photos and videos. With the support of a 1 terabyte micro SD card on top of the 256 gigabytes of storage, I think most users would have more than enough storage space. Also, I didn't need to spend extra money on buying storage space either. I can just take out the micro SD card from my old phone and put it into my new phone. That's it. The third factor I liked about it was the USB Type-C support. Rather than using some type of a proprietary cable, which is officially sold by only one company, it uses the universal serial bus Type-C. It's universal, which means that many third party companies in the world can mass produce. You can easily go out and get another one inexpensively. Also, it eliminated the need to carry another cable when I'm going out because it's universal, it's not proprietary. I think this helps to protect the environment better.
So we are removing these items from the iPhone box, which reduces carbon emissions and avoids the mining and use of precious materials.
The first thing was the 25-watt fast charging. I was accustomed to the iPhone's 15-watt charging before this device, and I have to say, it's amazing. It just helps me to save time significantly. It was noticeable. The fifth thing I liked about it, which I think is one of the biggest elephants in the room, was the value for money factor. For 450 US dollars, I think this should have been the new Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. Like seriously, this was probably the biggest bang for the buck I got recently. I don't absolutely need to spend thousands of dollars on a consumer product that depreciates in value. Instead, I can spend that extra money on buying assets that will actually bring me money rather than the other way around. The sixth thing I liked about it was the fact that this was not made in the country that recently hosted the 2022 winter exercise competition with 100% artificial fake snow, which is expected to cause drought in the region for the next 10 years. As I briefly mentioned in the Huawei Honor 7X smartphone review video, which you can also check out, I don't like anything fake. I don't want to go near them. I don't want to be associated with them. I don't want them to represent me in any manner. I was hoping maybe I can get the one made in India, the world's largest democracy. But the one I got delivered was made in Vietnam, which I also admire for their cuisine. The seventh thing I liked about it was its openness of the Android operating system. Personally, I don't care whether you are in the blue bubble or the green bubble. Everyone has strengths in different aspects. I plan to have my YouTube channel opened no matter what color you may come in with. All parties with good intentions are welcome. Lastly, I like the 6.5-inch 120Hz screen. It's smooth and big. Smooth and big. Mhm. It does not automatically change from the regular 60Hz screen refresh rate to the smoother 120Hz, but I haven't had any issues with the battery life. With my normal usage pattern, I often had the battery at 90% in the morning and then about 43 to 46% left before I go to bed. Overall, I like this device. I'm going to admit that at first it was just average, but as the time went on, I became to like it even more. I think the biggest reason why it grew on me over time is because this device helped me to save time significantly by supporting the 25-watt fast charging, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB Type-C, and the expandable micro SD card slot. They made my life simpler. It's a time saver. Speaking of time here, I haven't experienced any lags with the Qualcomm 778G 5G CPU either. My understanding is that there are two options regarding the RAM configuration, random access memory, on the A52s. The first option is the 6GB version, and the other option is the 8GB version. The one I have is the 8GB version, and things have been pretty smooth. Yes, the camera isn't superb by any means, but as I said, if you check out my Instagram account, I think the photos look pretty decent. And the videos I shot with this device also look pretty good. I don't have any major complaints. Oh, there is a rumor that said the next A series from Samsung called the A53 is expected to come out next month in March 2022. And the A53 is expected not to have the 3.5mm headphone jack. So, I mean, if you like having a 3.5mm headphone jack on your device like me, I suppose it would be better to act fast rather than saying sorry later. It's completely up to you. It's just a rumor, and I don't know whether it's going to turn out to be true or not. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. 감사합니다.